New for 2025 at Walibi Holland is YOY, a pair of dueling single rail coasters by Rocky Mountain Construction. The ride features 2 tracks. The blue one, called Chill, offers a tamer experience, while the green track, known as Thrill, takes you on a more intense experience. The Chill side features no inversions and is focused mostly on airtime moments. The Thrill side features 6 inversions, which is more than any other RMC roller coaster, beating the current record holder Untamed, which also happens to be in Walibi Holland. With the addition of these 2 single rail coasters, nicknamed Raptors, Walibi Holland now holds the record for the most amount of RMCs in a single park in the world.
So we just did our first ride on YOY. We did the Thrill side.
I'm going to need to get more rides on it. It's early in the day. I do feel like it's one of the weakest RMC single rails I've done. It is not, I feel it is.
I thought it was a really enjoyable ride, but it felt like this was the chill one. It's very enjoyable, but with no thrills.
It just felt graceful, just going through the elements, just like here they are and just moving along. What I did really like though was the dueling aspect. Really cool the way you went head on quite a lot of the times, but I just felt like they sacrificed the ride itself in order to do the dueling elements.
We did both sides now a couple of times. I think it was a smart decision for Walibi Holland getting this type of coaster. It's still unique in Europe, an RMC single rail. Now they have an incoming one, but it's still good to have this one here. We're comparing this to all the other RMC single rails that we've done, which are better. But I was really excited to do another one that is entirely different layout, because kind of every single rail that we've done so far is pretty similar to each other. So it's really exciting to go in one that is totally different. It's 9 of us here. We're here with Coaster Breaks group. The group was split. One part of the group prefer the chill side, another part prefer the thrill side. I prefer the thrill side. I think most of it is better, and with the first drop, some people prefer the first drop in the chill side, but I think because we've been to other single rails before, it's kind of the same style of drop that they have in the other single rails, while the thrill side has a downward barrel roll, and I love that. It kind of reminds me of Twisted Timbers, the RMC that they have in Kings Island, so it's unique for a single rail, and I think it works really well. Plus, I think it's a really clever thing to do each side different, because it's so amazing to see when you have the 2 of them dropping, each one facing one side.
The drop looks really good. It looks like the trains are kind of stuck together going around when it's perfectly synced. I really liked the drop and Thrill when I first did it. Then I did Chill and I preferred that, but I was on back row. And back row I felt was really good going down that first drop. Then I did Thrill again. I prefer Thrill. I feel that both of these coasters are really weak compared to normal RMCs, and it is focused more on the dueling element of the ride rather than the actual forces that you get on the ride. However, you do have Untamed in this park, and Lost Gravity and Goliath, so you have other rides that feel the forces, which unfortunately this ride doesn't, but what it does have is the dueling element, which no other rides at Walibi Holland has. Although the elements don't have much forces, they are really cool when you're on there and you see the dueling elements of them. The high five element is pretty cool. The Top Gun stall is the stand up for the roller coaster, and you can see it as you enter the ride's queue.
Definitely the dwelling element is the best thing about this ride, and I think they managed to do it really well. Even when they don't dispatch the trains at the same time, they are fixing it on the lift hill, slowing one down and making the other one catch up, which is really cool, because almost every ride that we had, we were dueling, except for one when the other side was down.
One thing I hate is when people moan about rattles on coasters all the time, but this does have it. It feels on every single joint, you feel it on the train, and it is quite rickety the whole way through. It's quite an ugly coaster, isn't it?
I don't think it's an ugly coaster.
No.
The coaster looks really good. I think the track on single rails is really cool to look at.
The blue and the green looks really good.
Really good.
A really good track.
I like the way they have the blue and the green track, and then the trains are light blue and light green. I think it looks really cool, the whole thing, except for the front of the train, which looks ridiculous with that silver whatever on top. I just think it doesn't match the ride, but I like the track and the trains. The entrance is really cool. They have like this tree in the entrance that you can choose one side the thrill, other side chill, and in the middle you have single riders and the fast pass.
The entrance was made out of recycled wood from the Robin Hood roller coaster,
which is the coaster that now became Untamed. Although the coaster itself looked cool, the whole area looks ugly. And I think because we just did Walibi Belgium yesterday, and they had the Mechalodon, which is their new coaster. If you haven't seen this video, we already have like the review for that. I think it looks fantastic. That whole area, the coaster, it's on top of the lake. Everything looks really nice. And then here, everything looks ugly. It's like the floor, the fence around. It just doesn't look good. And I think it's kind of go with the rest of the park as well. Walibi Holland, I think is just becoming an ugly park. I know it's consistent throughout the whole park, is kind of the style they're going for, but I just think it's ugly. It's kind of like Walibi Holland doesn't have a thing, it has a style.
I think it's amazing knowing that both the Walibi parks are by the same company, because they are night and day different. Walibi Belgium is beautifully designed, themed, it's really well thought out. Walibi Holland just feels like they've just chucked something down and they don't care. They've just gone for the cheapest option. It just feels unfinished. It feels like they need to do so much more to this whole entire area. The station's quite ugly as well. It's a tin shed with a little bit of stylisation. YOY is not included on the fast pass system. You have to purchase a YOY guarantee ticket, which is €2.50 each, which is not a bad price, to be honest. But that will give you one fast track to get you on one side of YOY. So we had one for Thrill and one for Chill today. When we went on Thrill, it was the same queue size as the normal queue, so it didn't feel worth it. So later on in the day, it has changed the other way around and the main queue has got a lot bigger and the fast pass system is a bit quicker now.
But the difference is, when you're buying this, you need to select a time slot before you come to the park. So it's different than the fast pass that you choose when you want to load the rides that you're going. So with us, for example, that was not the best time to use the YOY guarantee, but that's what we had to do because that's the time that we had.
I feel that Walibi Holland's been going downhill every year for a few years now. I come here quite regularly and it's been a shame seeing how the park's just feeling more and more run down. When I heard that they were building this, I felt that was brilliant. This is going to be the new fresh start that Walibi Holland needs. Something fresh and exciting that can get everyone back in the park. And today it's quite quiet. And Untamed is down all day. So there's no Untamed and the queue for YOY is only 30 minutes. And it feels sad on opening weekend that there's minimal queues, it's not stylised properly, and I don't feel Walibi Holland's got back to its former self, and it needs to. For example, they didn't even announce the opening days for the park until the end of February, almost the beginning of March. And to do that 1 month out before you're due to open, that is really bad business from Walibi Holland. And it feels like there's lots of little things that the park has done like this, and unfortunately YOY has not been the coaster to save this park. We did a vote earlier, this or Lost Gravity, with everyone. 9 out of 9 all went for Lost Gravity.
And then we did the same with Goliath, and 9 out of 9 said Goliath. If you've done it already, let us know what you prefer, and if you think this is a good fit for Walibi Holland.